So I want to film this video before I leave for college. I'm leaving in a week. I don't know how it came so fast. Even with COVID, I just feel like everything went by so fast. I wanted to make a video on things that you need for college. So I made a list of over 50 things that I think you should bring to college if you're a freshman and you're not really sure. So before I went to college, I watched every single YouTube video, looked up Pinterest, looked at dorm must-haves just to make sure I didn't forget anything. I went ahead and put together a list of things that I have in my dorm or things that I still haven't brought that I think would be really useful. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing that I said is command strips. I will show you guys some things in my room, but I hold up a lot of things in my room with command strips. All the decor, yeah, pretty much all the decor, but also like right here for my masks and my keys. That's really important to just hang it right out inside of the door so that I don't have to worry about grabbing it. So I really think that's important. The next one is a mattress topper. I'm pretty sure like everybody knows that, but the mattresses aren't very comfortable. So bringing a mattress pad and a mattress sheet and everything so that it's a lot more comfortable, definitely worth the money and great. The next thing that I said is a fan. I personally sleep with a fan, but also if it's hot in your room and you have no AC, which is a lot of old dorms at IU, you're gonna need a fan. So yeah, just might want to bring that for either reason. The next one is scissors, staplers, and tape. So scissors is for like, you're just gonna need them and you're gonna realize that you don't have them. That's kind of how it happened to me. But also a stapler. I didn't bring a stapler when I came, but I printed a lot of stuff out and I didn't have anything to staple it together. So I definitely think that that's helpful. I usually don't print things out, but this year it really helped me to keep organized. So bringing a stapler is really important advice from me. And then another thing is tape. Tape just comes in handy. I can't even think of a time, but I think it's just important to have around just in case. Next is power strip and chargers. So power strips make my room work. So I have a power strip for my microwave and for my Keurig and some stuff that's over on this dresser thing. So it really just helps a lot to have more outlets because there's not a whole lot of outlets in this room. So it's definitely important. Next is extra hangers because you might get new shirts from Welcome Week. I didn't because COVID, but you might get new shirts. Sometimes people give you goodie bags that have shirts in them, and you might only bring enough hangers for the clothes you brought, but it's really important to bring extra hangers so that you don't have to worry about like just shoving it in your closet. So bringing extra hangers in case you like go shopping or something is just really important to keep around just to keep yourself organized. Next is coasters. Obviously these aren't a necessity, but some of my drinks sweat really bad, so I just didn't want to ruin the wood in my room because I don't want any damage claims made on me. So I got some coasters from Target and they're super cute. Moving on, a bed tray. So I've actually used this quite a lot in my time at college. I saw it on Pinterest. It's like a Pinterest trend, so I got one and I really like it, but there's definitely more high-tech ones than the one I had, like cup holders and everything. But it's been really useful for like days you want to stay in bed and just like work on your computer or read. You have like things you need to read and you just want to like sit in bed, or like when I do my devotionals and my Bible in the morning, I can sit in bed and like set it on the tray. So yeah. Oh, also like for food and coffee in the morning. Yeah, it's just multi-purpose and I really have enjoyed mine. Next is plates, bowls, spoons, etc. So I definitely think that you need to buy some plates and bowls. I'll just go ahead and show you. I bought these from Target and they were really cheap, just like plastic bowls and plates, and I've used them every once in a while. I also use paper plates, which isn't very good for the environment, but yeah, it just depends on like what you want to do and how much you want to wash your dishes. So I definitely recommend that, and getting plastic silverware or regular silverware. I definitely think you should get regular just because environmentally friendly, and one single-use plastic isn't very good for the environment. But I do have a set that I bought. I literally just went to Target and bought a spoon, a knife, and a fork just in case I don't have any plastic silverware, because they give out plastic silverware at the dining hall. So yeah, I think it's important to have at least one of each in case you don't have anything to eat with. So yeah, definitely that. Next is a Brita water pitcher. So I actually didn't end up getting one just because I didn't have enough space to put it, and my fridge is really small. But some of the water might be questionable, like from that sink, and I actually fill my water up downstairs. But if you didn't want to go downstairs every day to get water, just get a Brita pitcher. Fill some of that water up and it'll filter it out. So I've heard good and bad reviews. I definitely just look at the one you're buying, make sure that it's good, but I've heard a lot of people like that. Next is a mini fridge with a freezer. I didn't get a mini fridge with a freezer, and I really regret it because I brought my blender and I wanted to make smoothies, and just like keeping things in the freezer, like food, meals, stuff like that, it just makes it so much easier. So I definitely don't think you should get just a fridge, no freezer. I think the freezer is really important. So that's just my personal opinion. Next is if you have money for a printer. Obviously they have printers on campus, but sometimes they don't work, and I only have one around me. There's one in the center of my building, but sometimes that one doesn't work, so I have to go all the way to another building or to somewhere else to get it. So if you don't have a lot of time, it might be a good investment if you plan to print a lot of things to keep a printer. There are printers, at least at IU, but I don't know about other colleges, so keep that in mind. Next is a phone wallet. So this is the one that, let me take my cards out. This is the one that I got, and I used to have an IU one, but I ended up breaking my phone last semester. So I got this one from Natural Life, and I really like it. The only thing is it's really loose, so when I take one card out, the other card can fall out, so it's risky. But they sell ones at IU that are 2-pocket, and I got it last semester and it was really good, and I'm sure they sell them at other colleges, but I definitely recommend that. And you're gonna have your student ID, so it's important to like just be able to scan it and not have to take it out of like a lanyard every time. But also a lint roller. I ended up buying one from the dollar section at Target, but sometimes you just have hair all over you, and when you're not home, like, you realize how much stuff you have at home that you don't have at college. So I went and bought one so that I can lint roll myself off. So just a little thing that you might not think about bringing. Also, I got a body pillow. Personally, best investment that I've made. I got it from Urban Outfitters. I thought in the picture it was literally like this big. I was just gonna like set it all cute like on my bed, but it ended up being like a body pillow, and honestly I use it every single night. It is the best investment. It's so comfortable, but I found a lot of comfort and it makes it easier to sleep. So it's definitely important to find ways to sleep at college, because sometimes it's really hard. So that's just advice if you have insomnia or you just can't get to sleep very easily, so recommend that. Next is a candle warmer. Not every college will let you have it, but I think it's a good investment in case you want your room to smell good. I bought air fresheners. I bought like spray fresheners, and I just don't find that they work as well as the candle warmer. It makes your whole room smell good, but the sprays don't last as long for me, so it just really depends on what you want to do. But I got mine on Amazon for like $15, so yeah, definitely recommend that. Another thing is sponges, dish soap, and dish rags, just to wash your dishes if you end up getting any dishes, because I wash my mugs all the time, and also my plates and bowls and silverware and stuff like that. So it's important to have stuff that you can clean with, because you'll have to do a lot of dishes if you bring anything like that, so just keep in mind. Next is a drying rack. So what I would do is I would dry my dishes right after I wash them, and it just took up a lot of time, and just instead now I can just put them on the drying rack and not have to worry about drying them and washing my towels like every single day. So yeah, that's something I found very convenient. Next is umbrella, rain shoes, and a raincoat. So I still don't have an umbrella with me at college. I don't know why. I really need to get one, but I do have a raincoat, and I don't have rain shoes either. But I think those are really important because in the spring now it rains quite a bit, so I don't have an umbrella. So just the little things you wouldn't think about, so just maybe bring that if it rains a lot where you live. Next is sticky notes. This will be really important to just put your thoughts down also, or little sticky notes that are to-do lists. I find them super handy and it just makes me feel better to put it down on paper personally. Next is a toaster. If you're gonna make a lot of bread or bagels or Pop-Tarts or anything like that, a toaster is really good for that. And I think you can get them pretty cheap depending on what type you want, so that's a pretty easy thing to get. Next is Advil, acetaminophen, allergy and flu meds, so just making sure that you have some medication available in case you get sick, COVID related or not. Period cramps, you might need some of that, which I don't think I put that down, but like tampons and pads, don't forget those, girls. And also another thing that I'm thinking of is band-aids, because if you're walking around on campus and your shoes maybe aren't the best and you get blisters, you might want to keep those handy so that it's not horrible the next time you walk. So just thinking that as we go. Next is a vacuum. I have a little like vacuum that's really easy to use and small. It fits in the little corner of my room. I don't know how much it was, and they usually have a community vacuum, but it's like ancient dinosaur vacuum and it's huge, but obviously that's like a good resource to have. But if you want something that you can just vacuum like whenever you want to, and also like a little handheld vacuum really helps. So just some ideas. Another thing is a book organizer. So I have a few that I'll show you guys that I just keep my folders and books and things from last semester just organized in there. And I think it's important to organize because life gets pretty crazy at college, so organization in your life, like your material things, will really help your mental health. So I found that really helpful, and that's just my advice to you. Next is a mouse pad if you have a mouse. So I didn't really like the way that my mouse worked on the desk, so a mouse pad really helps. I think I got it for $5 off Amazon. It's really like easy to use now. Next, a laptop holder. I have loved that for exams, lectures. It keeps my posture a little bit better because it's raised, and I just really am a fan. I got mine off of Amazon, so yeah, I really like it. I'll try to link some stuff down below for you guys to check out. Next is a paper-like screen protector for your iPad if you have one, and if you have the Apple Pencil. I got a paper screen protector so that when I write it feels more paper-like than screen-like, and it's really helped me a lot when taking notes because I take notes on my iPad. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting that. It's not super expensive, but it definitely is worth it. Next, your car, if possible, if you have a car or if you are able to park as a freshman. Oh my gosh, I have loved having my car here this semester. Last semester kind of sucked for that reason because I didn't have anywhere to go. I was confined to my room, and it was really a good experience to learn how to not get to go, like kind of be laid back and not depend on my car for everything and take the bus and stuff like that. So I think it's a good life lesson to not have your car, but it's also really convenient to have your car to go get groceries, to go drive around, look at nice houses, like whatever you want to do. It's just so much nicer to have your car. So I definitely recommend that if you can. So what I have next is fun teas, coffees, snacks to try so you don't get sad. That's literally what I wrote. I wrote this so long ago. So I ended up buying like a lot of different things that I had not tried. Like I bought like a tea sampler mix, and I bought like a bunch of different coffee mixes. I bought a bunch of different little snacks that I hadn't tried, because sometimes you're just gonna have bad days where you're lonely, you miss home, you had a bad grade on a test, stuff like that, and it just can get you down so bad. So whenever you have things to look forward to, it's really important to have those available to you so that you don't stay down. So I definitely have just really used that and kind of made my environment a good one that I like to come back to. What I would do every time that I would go home from college, I would make my mom, whenever I didn't have my car, my mom would take me back to college, and I'd make her take me to Target so I could buy one thing to look forward to for the next time till I came home, because the first semester is just hard. But that really helped me. I was like, okay, now I have this thing that I bought to look forward to. Sometimes it was in the dollar section, sometimes it was like random. Like one time it was this milk frother, and it kept me busy and not sad for a while. I'm not saying to distract yourself all the time, but it definitely helps because college is lonely sometimes, especially with COVID when you're not making a whole lot of friends. So keeping things fun around your dorm to look forward to is really good advice for me to not get so sad. And then last but not least is decor pieces. So I got a lot of this stuff from Hobby Lobby, Target, just random places. Target, I can't even remember if I said that. I got my tapestry from Urban Outfitters. Just like a bunch of stuff that I have. I had to, like, I got those little square things on Amazon. A lot of things that I have just fit my own taste, and I think it's just such a cozy environment to come back to. I love my dorm, and I'm really gonna try to soak it in this next week. But definitely making your space the way you want it to be, because I don't know about you, but like I decorated my room at home really like childish, so when I come back I just don't really get like aesthetic vibes from it. But I made this dorm my favorite room, so it's really like I love coming back to it. I love everything that's here. It's just like so awesome to make it your own space, and like now is your time. Like you can just make it exactly what you want it to look like. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I think of some more things, I'll definitely, oh, something that I just thought of, salt and pepper. If you want to add some seasoning to your food, or buy like seasonings, I don't know, but salt and pepper has also been good for like avocado toast and stuff like that. But yeah, last thing that I'm gonna say. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys took something from it, and I hope that maybe you added something to your college move-in list that you didn't already have. So I am just so excited for you guys to go off to college, or if this is your like next year of college, third year, fourth year. Yeah, I'm just really excited to move on in my college journey. Comment below what grade you're going into, or what you're most excited about, or if you have questions about anything. I'm not an expert because I've only been here for a year, but I definitely could help if I have the answers. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and for taking the time to listen to what I have to say, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!